Hello everyone. Today we discuss about consumer behavior and marketing communication part 2. So consumer behavior is the study of individuals and organizations and how they select and use product and services. It is mainly concerned with psychology, motivations and behavior. Consumer behavior and the marketing concepts. How consumers think and feel about different alternatives. That means brand, product, services, and retailers. How consumer reasons and select between different alternatives. The behavior of consumer while researching and shopping. How consumer behavior is influenced by their environment, that is peers, culture, and media. How marketing campaigns can be adapted and improved to more effectively influence the consumer. So, factors influencing consumer behavior, influences of consumer behavior, internal influences and external influences, personal factors, psychological factors, cultural factors, and social factors, age, income, occupation, lifestyle, personality, motivation, perception, learning, beliefs, and attitude, culture factors, social factors, cultures, subcultures, social classes, family, reference, group, role, and status. Now, consumer motivation, the concepts of motivation needs are the core of the marketing concept. The study of motivation refers to all the processes that drives in a person to perceive a need and pursue a defined course of action to fulfill that need. What are needs? Every individual has needs that are required to be fulfilled. Now, Maslow theory of motivation. Roles of motivations or motives in guiding behavior, involvement of consumer, role of motives in guiding behavior, manifest motives. A large car is more comfortable, consumer behavior, purchase, and etc. So, involvement of consumer, levels of involvement, low involvement, some involvement, high involvement, habitual decisions, simple decisions, lengthy decisions. So, consumer learning and experience, consumer learning, components of observational learning, attention to the consumer focuses on a model's behavior, retention, the consumer retain this behavior in memory, production processes, the consumer has the ability to perform the behavior, and motivation, a situation arises wherein the behavior is useful to the consumer. Now, brand equity. Brand equity is a set of assets or liabilities in the form of brand visibility, brand associations, and customer loyalty that add or subtract from value of a current or potential product or service driven by the brand. So, what is brand equity? Brand loyalty. Brand loyalty occurs when a customer chooses to repeatedly purchase a product produced by the same company instead of a substitute product produced by a competitor. Group influence of consumption. Reference group influences on the consumption process. The nature of reference group influence, information influence, normative influence, identification influence, degree of reference group influence. Group influence is strongest when the use of product or brand is visible to the group. Group influence is higher the less of a necessity an item is. In general, the more commitment an individual feels to a group, the more the individual will conform to the group norms. The more relevant a particular activity is to the group's functioning, the stronger he pressure to conform to the group norms concerning that activity. The final factor that affects the degree of reference group influence is the individual's confidence in the purchase situation. Now, endorsement by celebrities. Celebrity branding or celebrity endorsement is a form of advertising, campaign, or marketing strategy used by brands, companies, or a non profit organization, which involves celebrities or a well known person using their social status or their fame to help promote a product, service, or even raise awareness on. Now, influence of culture on consumer behavior. Culture is the sum total of learned values, beliefs, and customs that serve to the direct the consumer behavior of members of a particular society. Beliefs and values, accumulated feeling and priorities that individuals have about things and possessions. They are mental images that influence the responses of a person in a specific situation. Customs, usual and accepted ways of behavior. Invisible hand of culture. The impact of culture is automatic and natural, and hence many times it's taken for granted. Culture exists at different subjective levels. Level 1, supranational, cultural difference that cross national boundaries, present in more than one country. Consumer behavior, relevant factors, language, symbolism, meaning, and racial compositions, etc. Level 2, national culture characters of that uniquely define citizens of a particular country. Level 3, group culture divisions that include collections of individuals. Now, concept of culture, formal learning, learning from or learning by imitating adults, informal learning, teachers instruct children in school, technical learning, teachers instruct children in schools. Now, acquisition of culture. So, in inculturations, learning of one's own culture and learning of a new or foreign culture. Language and symbols to acquire common culture, a common language for communication is needed. To communicate with consumer, marketers must use appropriate symbols to convey product images or characteristics. Symbols can be verbal or non-verbal. Verbal symbols, television advertisement, non-verbal figures, symbols for additional meaning. Now, sharing of cultural beliefs and customs. Institutions that traditionally share the responsibility for transfer of culture, that is, family, education institutions, houses of worship, mass media, virtual communities. Now, rituals. Ritual is a symbolic activity consisting of a series of steps occurring in a fixed sequence. Culture includes ritualized experiences. Rituals tend to be replete with ritual facts that are associated with or somehow enhance the performance of ritual. Now, the measurement of culture, content analysis, consumer fieldwork, and value measurement are three research approaches that are frequently used to examine culture and to spot Now, cultural trends, content analysis, a method for systematically analyzing the content of verbal and or pictorial communication. The method is frequently used to contrast aspects of two different cultures. Now, field observation, a culture measurement technique that takes place within a natural environment that focuses on the observation behavior, sometimes without the object's awareness. Now, characteristics of field observation takes place within a natural environment, performed sometimes without the subject's awareness, focuses on observation of behavior. In addition to field work methods, depth interviews and focus group sessions are also often used to get a first look at the emerging social or cultural change. In the informal environment of focus group discussion, consumers may reveal attitudes or behavior signaling a shift in values. Value measurement survey instruments. Now, a self administered inventory consisting of 18 terminal values, that is personal goals, and 18 instrumental values, that is way of reaching personal goals. List of values, a value measurement instrument that asks consumers to identify their two most important values from a 9 value list that is based on the terminal values. And values and lifestyle, a value measurement based on two categories, innovation and resources. Now, Indian society is driven by a set of core values, variation in urban and values due to changing lifestyle, westernizations and diffusion of technology. Indian consumers are culture conscious as they follow the cultural expectations of the society. Now, Indian core values, family orientation first, that is concept of extended family, parents, siblings, grandparents, etc. Chief wages, earner supports to entire joint family, disposable income of such a consumer gets radically reduced, looks for the value-based brand at a lower price point, mixes brands to balance the expenditure. Downtrading consumers buys less expensive brands after using higher brands. Saving orientations, that is uncertainty of income generations as huge population still lives in rural part. Unlike development nations, various community services are not being available. Consumers fall back on their savings even to celebrate festivals or festivities. All class of consumers consider jewelry as a means of investment. Popularity of installment payments because of splitting saving between traditional purchases and appliance purchases. Now, Indian core values, festivities. So, cultural celebrations are very much a part of Indian culture. Subcultures also have various festivals. Brands offer sales, promotional program during festive seasons. Smart customers make value-based deals during these times. Consumers postpone their purchases, especially durable, in the hope of getting such deals. Shopping as a ritual. Shopping done from huge departmental stores to conventional outlets. Only about 5% of products are retailed through departmental stores, is a reflection of the fragmented nature of retailing. Bargaining is an unwritten rule. Members of the family visit outlets with the objective of comparing prices and arriving at a best deal. Compensatory style of decisions making, buyers analyze one brand after another. Now, cultural aspects of emerging market, mental programming of people in environment combined of symbol, woman wearing gold as it perceived and prosperous in the society of India. So that's the end of the video, my friends. If you like my videos, please subscribe my channel and also share, like, comment on my channel. Thanks a lot again.